kind of cold in here. That's why I got a hoodie on. Been running a brand for 5 years. It's a men and women's activewear company called Vey Apparel. And I was emailing some of the entrepreneurs that I look up to that have businesses that are worth, say, like 500 million to $1 billion. And they usually don't reply. Nah, let me not say usually. I usually get a hit rate of like for every one that replies, 2 don't. So about 33%, right? And I've been emailing one specifically. He's worth about 200 million. He has a very successful business, and he's been replying. And finally got around to where he was like, hey, let's hop on a Zoom and I can answer any questions that you have. So hopped on the Zoom with him a couple days ago, and we're talking about all the business things that people might not find. You know, I'm gonna talk about the things. Particularly, I was speaking with him about how he differentiates his company, what's his value prop as compared to his competitors, as well as the charitable giving. That's a big thing that I've been trying to figure out. And he kind of affirmed to me that you have to start small and give when it's uncomfortable, because as the numbers get bigger, you want to have that that willingness to give. And how he does it is they pretty much just donate 10% of their their net profit towards charitable causes. They have like a giving day where nonprofits will come and kind of like pitch, hey, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, and then they'll select about like 15 to 20. They have a certain amount that they donate within their state, then they do a couple that are national, and then they do a smaller percentage that are international. So that was great. He gave me good insight on that, because Vey, our mission is to just be for the culture, give back to the communities that we come from, and just circulate the black dollar. So I kind of have an idea to continue to do the things that I'm doing and give when it's uncomfortable. And it's usually uncomfortable. Honestly, before I pay myself, I usually try to just pay it forward, honestly. So the one thing that he did tell me though that really, really resonated with me, he was like, Ike, I know you're gonna be successful. You're intelligent. Speaking with you, I know that you have that it factor. But there's 2 reasons that entrepreneurs are usually successful. There's 2 factors that play into it. He said the first one is the unwillingness to quit and the unwavering confidence in your ability, which is often shown on social media. Like all the founder stories have a very stubborn or very like, I'm gonna make this work type of founder. And he said number 2 is the ability to recognize when an A-level skill set is being applied to a C-level opportunity. It's like running against the wind. And he was like, this is not to discourage you from Vey, but you can work and say hit $1 million or $5 million, or you can do 30% less work with the right opportunity and hit that way faster. And he was like, I'm just letting you know this, because as entrepreneurs, we have a certain mindset, and I know that you're like me. And that really like kind of stuck with me. And that's where we finished the conversation. I thanked him for hopping on the call with me, and he said, let me know if you need help with anything type deal. So I got off the call, and I'm sitting here in the studio with all this inventory. It's not moving. And I was like, dang, is Vey a C-level opportunity? And do I have an A-level skill set? And I started to think like, what other businesses could I possibly do? Like maybe I should start to wind things down with Vey. But then I was like, wait, that was a trick statement, or like a rite of passage, you know? Because he made his bread selling water bottles. I'm not gonna give too much information about him for his own privacy, but like he made his bread selling water bottles. He's made hundreds of millions of dollars selling water bottles. And I'm sure people had told him like, hey, this business, there's so many other things that you can be doing. And you know what he decided to do? He decided to keep pushing forward. And now he is where he's at. And it almost sounds paradoxical, but the framework that I put it in is, it's not about the game that you play, it's just deciding a game to play and playing to win. Because if you love the game that you're playing, you're gonna play it whether it's fun, whether it's boring, whether it's hard or easy, you're just gonna keep playing the game. for the love of the game. And I honestly feel like I love this game. I love selling clothing. I love fitness. I love being active. I love inspiring other people to be active and be better versions of themselves. And I just love impacting my community. And I know that the impact that I have is having rippling effects on the people around me and the people around them, and so on and so forth. So that quick little 2-3 minutes of self-doubt that I had, I was like, wait a minute, if his words are wavering me enough that it would make me quit, then I'm really not built for this shit. And I know, not I think, I know that I'm built for this shit, and I know that I can make things shake with this business. So yeah, 5 years in, we're about to be 6 years in February. Just taking it one day at a time. We're definitely in a hard period right now. Usually like August to October last year was very difficult for me. August to October this year is twice as difficult for me, but life doesn't really get easier. We just get stronger. And nobody's probably gonna watch this, but that's okay. Nobody cares about what you're doing until it's meaningful. I know the work is meaningful. So yeah, I'm just gonna make this as a recording to keep track and keep note of the things that I'm doing, so I can look back on this and be like, yeah, I really was practicing what I preach, and the things that I was saying were true, and they are true right now, in the present, in the past, and in the future. So that's my daily dose of wisdom for myself and positive self-talk.